Tihei uri uri, tihei nako nako. Ka tauhā whakatau ko te rangi i runga nei, ka tauhā whakatau ko te papa i raro nei. Ka tauhā whakatau ko te mātuku mai i raro tonga. Ko e ruki e manawa pau roto, ko e ruki e manawa pau waho. Whakatīna kia tīna te moriki i Hawaiki. E pupu ana hoki, e wawau ana hoki. Ka rewa tu ki tarangi. Aua kia eke pānuku, eke tangaroa. Whano, whano, hara mai te toki. Haungi e, hui e, ka eki e.
Taonga Puoro are traditional Māori musical instruments, and they were something that the ancestors of, or tipuna, as they're called, of Māori in Aotearoa, New Zealand, would use as what they call conduits to have a conversation with the gods. Richard Nuns, who's sort of the godfather of Taonga Puoro, likens it to the traditional cell phone. It's quite interesting how Taonga Puoro is related to nature in that, for example, we have here an example of a conch shell. Okay, so we've got this, which is the association from the sea of Tangaroa, like I mentioned before, God of the sea. But we also have a wooden mouthpiece called a māngai, and we have these two connected by the binding. Usually it's kiki, I think. And so there's all these sort of associations with nature through these stories, so that Māori people can sort of have that communal connection with the environment around them. We have examples of natural materials like the hui. I mean, this is the round gourd. Traditionally it was used for food, as containers of water or birds. You'd put them in there as well, but then they were also introduced as musical instruments that you would cross blow across. I've got one here I can show you. This is sort of an example of one. You can see the roundness of the form there, which is likened to that of a woman. You can see sort of the beautiful symmetry of it, I suppose I'd call it. And when we say it's cross blown, it's a matter of placing your lips like this and just blowing. So you get that sort of sound coming out of it. So that's quite simple. It's just a matter of cutting off the top of that one and being able to blow it. But they were used in different ways as well. They were called ararara, which is like a rattle, and you wouldn't take the top off, and you'd use it as a rattle where the seeds would rattle inside there. What inspires me about the designs of my instruments when I make them, it's a few things. It might be something in my past. It may be a story that I want to pass on to the future, to my children or something like that. So having a carving background, you learn that certain designs or motifs represent certain things and elements of nature and stuff like that. But it's bringing those together and telling a story through those works, like your Taonga Puoro. I mean, I've got this piece here, which I've shown before, and it's got this carving. It's not really traditionally Māori. It has sort of an island flavour to it. This is Senate, which is from the Pacific, and this shell is not a traditional shell, but it is something that is used throughout the islands as well. So I've called this one Te Honoki Rarotonga, which is the connection to Rarotonga. That's where my mum's from. So this is sort of my whakapapa connecting me to where my mum comes from. So yes, inspiration like that from your past, I think, to the future. When I play Taonga Puoro or make Taonga Puoro, for me it gives me a sense of identity, I suppose. It gives me a sense of belonging, and And in a way, it's me giving back or acknowledging my ancestors or the history. But over time, it became this sort of a spiritual journey for me, I suppose. And then I started to find out a lot about myself through Taonga Puoro. And I sort of liken it to when we have these wānangas and we make these things, we make these kōwauau or putorinos and we're sanding them down. It's whether, are we making those puoro, those taonga, or are they making us to what we are today? They sort of, you have this personal connection with this by working with your hands with it, and that connection is that connection with your ancestors. It's what we call whakapapa, that genealogy. That this is something that traditionally my ancestors, Māori or Pacific Islanders, would have done as part of their daily rituals and their daily lives.
I te taua